Greetings, everybody. It's been a while since my last Dragon Quest video. This is a state of the team video, however. So, what I want to talk about today is, well, not only just about the state of the team, but also about a server that I am, well, a private server for Final Fantasy XI that I decided to help support in what little small ways I can. That server is called ZenithXI. Now, as many of you probably know, I did play on Horizon, and things happened there. And to be honest, I'm actually grateful that I was forced to get out of it, because Horizon's, to be honest, is not in a good place right now. They still haven't reached the Treasures of Ottergain expansion yet. And things are just spiraling down on it. So, I'm just honestly glad I left it. So, why go for another private server? Well, I had a lot of goals and a lot of things I wanted to do on Final Fantasy XI before the casualization happened with Abyssia and further on. Now Final Fantasy XI in retail just doesn't feel the same. It doesn't have that sense of danger and adventure that I liked in Final Fantasy XI before Abyssia and those expansions happened. And now, Final Fantasy XI retail, you're basically soloing over 90% of the time until you reach endgame, and even at endgame, you know, you're basically soloing until you get to like the extreme endgame, and that's when you actually play with other people. And to me, that's just not fun. Not fun at all. I may go back to it one day to finish it out, but Retail XI isn't for me. Now, ZenithXI, they're doing quite a lot of quality of life improvements while keeping the spirit of the 75 era. What that basically means is it's going to require grouping, it's going to require camaraderie, it's being social, talking with others, working together, all that good stuff that Horizon has. But I believe ZenithXI will do it better. The other big feature ZenithXI is going to have is that they're going to basically try to do what Horizon's been trying to do, or wanted to do, and they're going to go through the expansions, eventually getting to Abyssia and the expansions beyond, and customizing the content and all the equipment to work with level 75. So they're basically going to keep the 75 cap and adjust all the equipment and such to be for level 75, so that equipment can still be horizontal progression while keeping that hardcore 75 era mechanics intact, as well as bringing over the traits and abilities as the expansions goes along. So ZenithXI is going to start with no expansions at all. That's right. Basically, level 50 cap, and the classes that came with Final Fantasy XI. And I'm sure most of you probably never played Final Fantasy until Zillard or after, and that's because Japan never released it to us, you know, on launch day. They released it to us when they had the first expansion out. So we never got to experience what it was like before Zillard. So these guys, they're going to try to recreate some of that for the 50 era, and then release expansions, and as expansions come along, we get those classes, we get that content, and we get everything that comes with them. Now, ZillardXI just released their website and Discord publicly yesterday, and this is what it looks like. I'll even show it to you. As you've noticed, I'm actually broadcasting in overlay mode, so I can show you these websites. So this is ZenithXI's website. It's still not finished, obviously, but everything that you need is there. One thing I really like is their enhanced visuals tab here. A lot of people are pinging the website right now to test things. But as you can see, it's showing the custom improved textures and lighting and enhanced graphics that the server is going to have. This was all done by the server developer by hand, by himself. And he's basically doing this for all areas of the game. This is the original, and this is updated. Basically, much higher resolution textures, proper lighting, 4K and all that. And this is an option. You don't have to use this. You can go with Ashen Bubs or whatever other mods that you want instead. This can all be turned off with a simple button click through the launcher, which I'll explain in a bit. But you have it for the characters too. See, there's more detail in the Mithra. She's the only model up right now. I'm sure they're going to get the others out as well soon. With all the textures, without. Even's got environmental effects, which are going to be larger, but again, website's still working in progress, so some of this doesn't work, but the sliders still do. As you can see, proper lighting, better ground textures, sets a better mood. And are adding something that I'm very familiar with, which is, I believe, their version of the HXUI that I used myself. You could see it in my Final Fantasy XI Journeys videos. I think I have that set to private, but if you ask me, I will show it to you. But yes, UI improvements. Again, you don't have to use this. You can turn it off. All this can be turned off if you'd rather have all original or use your own mods. But this is very nice. We didn't have, at least I didn't have, the Alliance bars like this. What I had was like these little mini bars that were smaller. I could still click on them. Yes, I could actually click on them to target a player to quickly heal. What he's got here, though, I like this much better. I'll definitely use this, along with T hotbar, which I'll likely place underneath like I had before. So I may move a few of these things around and customize it to what I had back on Horizon. But this is good. Okay, I really like that he went and made his own thing, because most everybody used HD texture mod or the Ashen Bubs. Ashen Bubs gives everything a more cartoony look. I didn't mind it. I didn't like it that much, though. I actually much prefer this. They got tools as well. They have a wiki. Online players, obviously nobody right now because the server's still in development. And they have a macro editor. Now, for those that prefer to use their macros... I wish I could show this. Again, the website is still under development and there's people pinging it. Here we go. So what this does is it allows you to edit your macros from outside the game to then just put it inside of the game. Okay. I believe it does it like through some sort of ini or configuration file that controls the macro books. So you can pretty much customize your macros using this tool, save it, and it'll be saved towards your character, the one that you picked. So you can make complex macros much more quickly as compared to doing it in game through the game menus and options. This is pretty cool. Again, I likely won't be needing it because I will be using T-Hotbar, which it's just my preference for that. Because I like to see all my macros and hotbars in one place, just like Final Fantasy XIV and any other game. Server features. Initial level cap of 50, final level cap of 75. We will begin with the base game, just like I told you about. No expansions initially. We'll go on to all this stuff. They'll unlock over time, but they're going to convert it down to 75 era, so we still keep all that 75 golden era stuff. XP points will be adjusted with the expansions. It's going to start as this. Level sync will be enabled. There won't be a level difference penalty. However, there will still be a certain penalty for outleveling the target monster. So, I believe this gives more flexibility compared to Horizon's level sync. You could probably go higher in level and still gain XP, but you'll still be forced to eventually go to a better zone for better XP. Movement speed will be 25 faster than Era Standard. I think Horizon also had that. Dual boxing is prohibited. That's good, because a lot of people are going to try to dual box. Some jobs will have things adjusted to them as well. They're going to have merits, some adjustments also. Now, here's the big thing, and this is what makes a lot of people knee-jerk. Trusts. Now, when people think trusts on a private server, they think, oh, okay, it's just going to be another solo fest until we get to the end game, and alright, and that's when we start actually partying. Not true for this server. Trusts are going to be balanced. They are going to be much weaker than what you see on other private servers or even on retail. As they say right here, it is a stopgap, not a party replacement. And you only get one. You get another one when you reach level 50, but they are having 2 trusts with you is absolutely no replacement for an XP group. And if you're in an XP group and you bring out 2 trusts, they are absolutely no replacement for 2 actual players. In fact, from the sound of it, 1 player is probably going to be more powerful than 2 trusts. So this is just a convenience thing to help you solo while you're looking for a group, or if you're trying to do like solo things like farming items and such. It can help you out with that, since a lot of jobs can't really solo very well. And even with 2 trusts, at the very least, you'll solo decently enough to be able to do certain things that you need to get done. Obviously, a Beastmaster, a Horizon Beastmaster would still solo better than, let's say, a Paladin with 2 of these trusts, I'm pretty sure, if you want to make that kind of comparison. ZenithXI also has a Discord. You can access it from here. I'll show that in a bit. They have a Reddit. Still brand new. Controller turned off. Yes, I have a new controller. Okay. Reddit's new. They also have a wiki. And they'll be adding more to it over time. And they also have a Discord, like I said. And this just released yesterday to the public. Since then, they've had about 20 new players come in to join it. And I'm hoping more and more will come along as this server gets advertised. Because I really want to see this private server succeed. Now, ZenithXI is going to be my next adventure. Of course, I'm just like back in Horizon, I'm still going to be playing Dragon Quest X. I will not be going as super hardcore into ZenithXI as I did with Horizon, but I will still put in a decent amount of time to be able to reach the goals that I had, that I almost reached back in Horizon. Since ZenithXI is starting with no expansions, I'm going to have a lot more time to do what I need to do. Of course, ZenithXI does need developers. It needs more people. And if you're a developer, if you or you can do social media PR, or you can do anything to help out a private server at all, go ahead and join their Discord and talk to Lance or Sarganas. These are the two major leads. The more developers that can help them, the quicker they can get this new server out and going, and then we can all enjoy it and help it grow. ZenithXI is going to be my next Final Fantasy XI adventure, and I hope I can play through it for the years to come and achieve what I could not do way back then in Retail XI during the Golden Era. Well, that's enough for ZenithXI. Now for the State of Team address. So it's been some months since my last State of Team address. I've been busy. I've had a lot of games on my backlog to play through. Monster Hunter, Kazan. I still have Final Fantasy VII Rebirth to finish through. It's just, I don't know. I'm thinking about getting Remake and Rebirth on PC the next time it goes on sale and playing it through that, because my PlayStation 5 doesn't get much action anymore. I barely play it. Even that free Dragon Age the Veilguard that everyone was given, I can't really play it on the PS5 because the performance mode is just blurry. It hurts my eyes. I just can't. And quality mode, it is a 30 FPS stuttering mess. So I figured, okay, if I'm going to play through this game because people asked me to play through it, I'm going to wait until either someone gifts it to me or it's on an 80% sale. And considering how badly Veilguard bombed, I think it's going to reach that 80% sale much sooner than later. Otherwise, though, team's been doing fine. We've been having people come in and out. Oh, Jim got his castle finally. Look at that. We've been getting more members. I know some tend to leave and join other teams, but that's just the nature of it. I'm just here to support you guys and make sure that you got a home to be in while you enjoy this game. But otherwise, we've been going along pretty well. We're almost team level 49. Eventually, I gotta help Sake with that. I have been working on my toolsmithing, but I've really got to start making gold and money so I can afford my next set of armor. Start doing certain things I just can pushing away. I really want to get like all the quests done too. Again, I've been very, very busy with my massive backlog of games I just want to get around to. Now I got people asking me if I'm going to get a Switch too. Yeah, I don't really have a choice. I want to play Metroid Prime 4. I want to play the new DK. I want to play that Mario Kart. And a Zelda game's gonna come eventually. I would like to play through Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom again at that higher frame rate and higher resolution. It looks like it's going to be 60 FPS 4K for both. It's just Nintendo has gotten overly greedy. So I'm probably not going to get a Nintendo Switch until maybe 6 or so months after release. Right now, Nintendo's facing a lot of backlash. So I'd rather wait and let the dust settle and see what happens after that and then make a decision. I just know that with things are now, a lot of people are going to emulate the Switch 2 as soon as a emulator for it shows up and it's properly working. They're just gonna pirate the hell out of it. I'm pretty confident Nintendo's lawyers are gonna go after that like the instant it shows up anyway, so they can forget about that idea. Yeah, Nintendo ain't screwing around anymore. Other than that, though, yeah, team's doing fine. I still gotta decorate the My Town. I gotta get around to it. I wish I bought more things on the shop. I only gotten the gold rating, but oh well, there's always next year. I'll make sure I get diamond for next year. It's just I've been going through a lot in my real life right now, and now I've got this trip to Japan in 2 months, where I'm going to go see Edo Castle, Onoji Temple. I want to go see Miyamoto Musashi's burial site. And then Dragon Quest Island, if I can. So I've been preparing for that too, and I've been busy with a extra hard workout routine, just so I can be a little bigger before I head to Japan. I'll be gone for about 2 weeks. But other than that, team's doing fine. I will try to make more videos soon. I decided that probably in a few more days I'm going to put down my backlog and only get on, say, Monster Hunter Wilds when my friend wants me to play it with her. Baldur's Gate 3, a game I really wanted to play for the longest time, still hasn't gotten its patch 8 yet. They're still testing that silly thing for like 2 months. But once that's out, I can finally play it, and she wants to play it with me because her 3 friends that she plays Baldur's Gate 3 with, they've been on the same campaign for what looks to be 7 months now, because they only seem to ever get together for maybe an hour or two each week. And many of them spent a lot of time reading all the dialogue, so I'm going to read the dialogue too, but I can read it quickly. So my friend better not rush me on that. Anyway, right now we're close to version 7.4. I'm looking forward to what it's going to bring. I'm hoping they will finally reveal the second vocation for the game for this expansion. I am praying it's Samurai, because then my friend will want to finally play the game. But who knows? The thing is, Samurai is a Dragon Quest class. It did appear in a couple of Dragon Quest games. I think one of them was a mobile. But we'll see, because apparently version 8, the next expansion, has been rumored to be extremely huge to the point that they have to go outside of their normal release time and delay for a few more months than usual in order to get that expansion ready. So I'm looking forward to that too. But this team is going to stick around. I'm not going anywhere. I will be playing DQX for far along in the foreseeable future. So those in the team, or those looking for a team, will know that I will always be here. And with that, I think we are done for this state of team. If you are interested in ZenithXI, I will put a Discord direct link to it down the bottom. Again, they are looking for developers as well. But any one of you, or any players, new players that they get that are interested in the server to come in, alright, would be a really good motivation for them, and for anybody looking to help develop for the server. Because I'm excited to play it as soon as possible. especially with two particular friends of mine, one of which might be hard to convince to play it. And with that, that is it. I will see you guys in the next video.